Hello. 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 Hello.
Good morning, everyone. Distinguished Chief Guest, Sri Kamal Prakash, Jeevanram Shodan Tribe Group of Companies, esteemed Guest of Honor, Sri Ranjit Sinha, former Head GSC India Site Support and University Relationship Program at Excel India Global Services, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Mathur, Reverend Registrar, Professor B.K. Das, Professor Parmeshwar Nayak, Dean Birla School of Management, Deans of other schools, Chairperson PGP Professor Archana Chaudhary, my faculty colleagues, parents, members from media, and my dear students. I, Sashwati Tripathi, welcome you all to this inaugural ceremony of commencement batch MBA 22-24 of Birla School of Management, Birla Global University. This commencement day is indeed a special one, as we are having an offline commencement day after a gap of 2 years due to pandemic. Let's begin this inauguration with VGU anthem. May we have the rendering of Kulgate, please. And request all of you please rise. And request all of you please rise.
चमन उन्मुक्त सा विश्व को सत्कार
है विरासत तनी अपनी देखती आकाश है
सुबह न्यारी शाम अपनी सृष्टि जगमग झार है
विरासत तनी अपनी देखती आकाश है कल चमन उन्मुक्त सा
ज्ञान का भंडार संचार है अर्थ ज्ञान तकनीक प्रबंधन काया सम्मान
है धवल सा दिखता एक स्वर एक गान है विरासत तनी अपनी देखती आकाश है उत्कल चमन उन्मुक्त सा
मंजिल की सुध लेकर बढ़े हैं ये कसम प्रणय है ज्ञान पुंज विश्वास कौशल का ये विन्यास है
रोशन जहाँ रोशन समा रोशन यहाँ परवाज़ है आत्मनिर्भर हो रहा उन्नत यहाँ रफ्तार है कल चमन उन्मुक्त सा विश्व को सत्कार है विरासत तनी अपनी देखती आकाश है उत्कल चमन उन्मुक्त सा
I now invite the chief guest of honor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Dean Birla School of Management, to kindly be seated on the dais. Please, sir. Before we begin the program, we would like to welcome our guests presenting booking. Now I would request our chief guest, Sri Kamal Prakash, to light the lamp of knowledge and wisdom to inaugurate this commencement day. I would also like to request the other dignitaries to please join me. take privilege in introducing Professor Parmeshwar Naik, Dean Birla School of Management. Dr. Naik is an alumnus of Delhi University and an ardent professor in HR, an academic administrator, a corporate trainer, and a management consultant. He has about 33 years of experience in teaching in India and overseas and in corporate. He has been in leadership positions for more than 20 years, such as Director Bintech Bhubaneswar, Director Academic Amity Business School, Amity University, Noida, Dean KIT School of Management, KIT University, Bhubaneswar, Director ITS Institute of Management, Greater Noida. Besides his services at Delhi University, XIMD, Bintech, Greater Noida, BCT, IIH, MR, Jaipur. As a trained trainer with training received from many institutions such as IIM Indore, XIMD, IITA, he has conducted over 350 training and MDPs for executives of more than 40 public and private companies. He has completed 23 consultancy research projects with funding from BFID, USAID, UNDP, UNICEF, CRS, and Government of India. He has traveled widely in Europe, America, Africa, and Southeast Asia and delivered keynote addresses in conferences and guest lectures in many universities. He has received several awards, which includes the National HR Excellence Award of NIPM 2018, and Meena Dalu Award from Delhi University, and Best Research Paper Award at the same business school, University of Oxford in 2018. May I now request Professor Parmeshwar Naik, Dean Birla School of Management, to give the welcome address. Please, sir.
Very good morning to all. Esteemed Vice Chancellor, Professor P.B. Mathuji, who is guiding this session, our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Kamal Prakash, who is Director of this Group of Companies, our Honorable Guest of Honor, Mr. Ranjit Sinha, who is the former Director in Ericsson, our Honorable Registrar, Dr. B.K. Darji, of the dais, my colleagues, Professor Samson Mohanna, Dean of School of Commerce, Professor L.K. Dev, Dean of School of Law, senior staff of the university, my esteemed faculty colleagues of the university, and my dear students. I have great privilege to welcome all of you, especially the students of the MBA 2022 and 24 batch, to this August gathering. I must welcome on behalf of the University and School of Management our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Kamal Prakash ji, who has traveled from Kolkata to this place to grace this occasion and bless all of you. I must thank you, sir, for your kind gesture. I welcome Sinha, who has been very prompt and courteous in accepting our invitation to be the guest of honor today. And I'm sure our students are going to benefit hugely from the deliberation of our two eminent guests today. I have the privilege of welcoming our own Vice Chancellor, Professor Mathur, and our Registrar, Dr. Das, and my colleagues to this program on behalf of our school. When I see young people as a teacher, I always feel tempted to say something. But if a teacher starts speaking, he takes a long time. So 10 minutes is allotted to me, so by the time I complete, I will just start what I feel like speaking to my students. So I will excuse, but I will not exceed the time. You all, especially I must say something to the students. When I see young, bubbling boys and girls, you are no more boys, girls, you are all adults. And some of you are having a very smiling face, some are not. All of you can smile at this, isn't it? This is a very great day for you. This is actually a very, very important milestone for you. All of you should smile. I think this when you smile, a photograph should be taken, and then you will feel how happy you are. And I'm sure you have come here not to get only MBA degree. Is it true or not? Yes? Yes. And all of you at this age, I'm sure you might have come with a lot of plans, lot of dreams, and you have come with some kind of, immediate plan to do something, friendship, learn something and make a career in corporate or business life or whatever you like to do. Okay. These days, people predict because of, you have a lot of predictive analytics available and you can very well predict the future. But I must tell you, young guys, don't predict. Because to me, predicting is futile exercise. Imagining is fertile. Try to imagine your future, make your future beautiful, because we have seen COVID, coronavirus, and the life that we had. I myself suffered from COVID, and I had in my life, I was always, trying to tell my wife or children, I should take rest for a few days and sleep. Never I got that opportunity, neither the leave from office. But I had occasion of 23 days confined to one room, completely out of contact, human contact with anyone. So I never thought of it. I couldn't predict it, that I will get 23 days paid holidays and I'll be confined to a room. Nobody knew that a small virus can make a havoc, and I call it like a bhukam. It created a wildly bhukam. And bhukam, I gave a new term, this acronym. Earlier, people used to, for 30 years, people used to call it, we are living in a VUCA world, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. But I added two words to this acronym, MP. So it's a volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous, and it's a mechanized, M stands for mechanized and pandemic world. I tell you, all of us, henceforth, we are, I think, is there any life that you do not depend on mechanical? Your mobile itself is a machine. All of us are going to be dependent on automation, artificial intelligence, machine learning, whatever our life is going to be highly mechanized. And I am not sure that there will be no word for pandemic, endemic in future. It's only one time coronavirus has come. Perhaps we have to live with corona or maybe some other versions of such viruses in future. So how to face this life? Whether as an MBA student, do you have to prepare yourself for that? Imagine a future for you. That's why don't predict, because no prediction will work, because it's an unpredictable future. Do you agree or not? Imagine your future and make it beautiful. If you imagine, then only something will happen. Some days back, Larry Page or somebody imagined Google will happen, or some company will come up like this, whole world will be in the control of a mobile or anything. Can you imagine that happen? Somebody has to imagine. So I wish that all of you should have imagination, dreams, and try to fulfill it. But I tell you, this is very easy to say, but all of you cannot do that in the same way. I am reminded of, I think many of you might be knowing, or all of you should be knowing, that in Hindu religion or mythology, we have three gods and three goddesses. Do you know? Three Dev and three Devi. Three Dev, Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwar. And Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Parvati. They are the consorts of these three gods. What are they? Are they? I will tell you that these three gods are relevant for significant from management point of view. All of us in society need three gods and three goddesses. So all of you cannot be one god or goddess. Clear? All of you should try to be any one of these three. See, Brahma is known for what? A creating God. So someone has to be a creator. Somebody should be like Mr. Kamal Prakash, a creator of companies, running an entrepreneur, start something new and give job to others. Okay? Brahma is a creator God. Vishnu is a maintenance God. Many of you, I tell you, are going to be managers in the company. Clear? So you may will be basically the maintaining God. So be competent manager and leaders to manage things. Clear? See, look at it. If you plant a sapling, it's a creation. Somebody who plants sapling, it has to be watered properly or not. Who can water it is the maintenance. Are you getting my point? Vishnu's role is there. Somebody can plant the sapling and go, but it will die. It will dry and die. So you need Vishnu to maintain and water it, and you need to maintain a company. Somebody who has started, I'm sure Mr. Kamal Prakash is not running his business alone. He might have hundreds of people who are called Vishnus. Okay? So that tattva you have to also invite during this program, that if you are willing to be a creator, become Vishnu. If you want, Brahmas, if you want to be a mentoring God, become Vishnu. And what is the role of Shiva or Maheshwar? I tell you, tree will not remain forever. Someday it will dry up and it will become old and it will not bear any fruit. But the people who have planted those trees will not be willing to cut it. You need the people like Duckwells or Stockwells of General Electric Company or the Sanak Mishra of Rauka Steel Plant, who did the reforming job. When they joined the company as CEO, what they were told, you know, that destroyer of the company. But they reformed the companies, and that's how the companies are now great companies. You need also another set of people, managers or people who are reformers, who can destroy the old obsolete ones and create new ones. Clear? So Maheshwar does, Parvati does, but Saraswati and Lakshmi don't. I am not going to talk about that in detail, but you got the idea. So boys and girls, you have to have it. But I must tell you, perhaps our future will need the mix of three. I cannot create any religion. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about you have to have the qualities of three gods and three goddesses. Because the companies need creators also, they need maintaining God also, they need also somebody who's a reformer also, who's a transformational leader also. So all of these qualities are required in one person. So if possible, some of you may have the qualities of three very well. So how to do it? How to do it? I must just give you, because I know I am not at much time. You have to remember 4 A's and 6 C's, because time is short, so I should give you some caption. Okay, 4 A's. If we have to live in the world of Bhutan, we need to be agile. Agility. We do not have not survive. We have to adapt to the situation. Okay, you have China, you must try to learn certain good values, okay, during your stay. Second C is your competencies. You must, I am sure our faculty members are competent enough to help you develop those competencies. Whatever way you would like to become, you must develop those competencies. Without that, no company is going to recruit you. Third is your communication skills. We have set of beautiful, very competent, faculty to help you out in developing and strengthening your communication skills. Okay, and the fourth one is your commitment. If you are not committed to your job, I am sure you will not have a good life. Okay, and the last one is very, very important, which is missing out today in many managers, many leaders, is the compassion. The compassion. Okay, compassion. Don't, even if you have got competency, you have got good communication skill, you have got commitment, you have got another C called courage, everything you have, you are a fantastic guy, but you are toxic. You are toxic. Everything will be fixed. Have a compassion for others. Okay? Do you agree or not? I tell you, if you are all other things but not this compassion, you will never be successful. So therefore, my sincere request is that remember two things. Don't run after success, because ultimately your aim is happiness, isn't it? You should be happy in your life. Therefore, combine your success with your happiness. Clear? So make your successful a kind of expressway to reach that success. With all these small things which I thought of, I came or naturally to share with you. So I just did that. We will have long hours sometime to talk. Thank you very much for joining MBA, and I must thank your parents for deciding to leave you here. This is a very disciplined campus. I am sure all of you will maintain that because you are the person who will make this campus beautiful and disciplined campus. So with these words, I once again welcome all of you, especially people on the dais, and I thank you for joining this program and listening to me. Thank you very much.
I give it my honor to introduce Professor B.K. Das, Registrar, Birla Global University. Dr. Das, Registrar of Birla Global University, is a PhD in economics. He has done LLB, postgraduate in management, and a certified associate of Indian Institute of Bankers. He joined Wilfred Noida in 2009 as a professor in banking and financial services. He was the general manager of a leading public sector bank heading the North India operations. He has worked with the Nobel laureate Professor Yunus under a UNDP project. His contribution to financial inclusion and SME are significant. So may I request you to address them with that.
Thank you, Secretary. A very good morning to all of you. Today is a historic day for us and also for you. I'm the registrar of this university for the information of the students. Right now is the inauguration of the course, and for this occasion, as you know, we have very eminent guests today, and already our dean has introduced them and welcomed them. Anyway, as a matter of formality, again, I welcome our honored guest, Sri Kamal Prakashji and Sri Ranjit Sinhaji, and of course, our leader of the university, my Chancellor Professor P.T. Mathurji, and also Dr. Nayak, Dean of the School of Management. And I also welcome all the deans of other schools, colleagues, and the parents. And for the students, I don't say I welcome, but on your behalf, because now you're a part of the university, I welcome everybody here. Now, after your date, you must have heard the name, and after his powerful address to you, I think there is nothing left for me to add except I can wish you all the best during the 2 years spent here. And as a elder, I can exhort you to take these 2 years very, very seriously. These 2 years will bring, I mean, it will lay the foundation for your future, whether you are going for a job or to become an entrepreneur, whatever you feel in your life, this is the time you must be good in everything. Every batch, I tell this, that these 2 years, you are still students, you have every right to extract knowledge from professors, teachers, from all of us here in the campus. And this is the time you'll not feel shy to clear your doubts or to learn. Because after this, when you are in the industry or wherever you are in your career, it will be very embarrassing for you to seek clarification, or because if there is a deficit of knowledge, you cannot ask anybody, because that time your alma mater will also come into the question. So you must not only ensure that you develop your career by knowledge wise, whatever you want to clear your doubts in these 2 years, and also raise the standard of the university, because tomorrow the people will recognize you as an alumni of Birla Global University. So the moment you say I am from Birla Global University, you are being judged and your university is being judged. So it all depends on you to take yourself to a higher level, and also your alma mater to a higher level. It's a very, very challenging thing for you. But what I have seen, the students nowadays are very, very advanced. They are far better than the generation we belong. Because I was thinking, looking at you, that you have taken admission in MBA, but our previous students during this pandemic period, they have come with so many innovative ways, not only to remain busy, some of them have earned a lot. Just unthinkable things they have come out, innovative. So sometimes I used to ask them, how did you know this? How the idea came to you? They said, sir, while sitting in the house, I thought I'll do like this, so it may click. So these are the things, if undergraduate students can do, I expect that most of you should not be a job seekers, rather you should think of the innovative way. If you go to the LinkedIn, by the way, most of you must be in the LinkedIn, and those who are not there, please get into that. You find that it is flooded with youngsters like you coming with new ideas. So please take the, I mean, become there and be very active in that. It will help you in your growth ideas, and also it will give you a lot of insight what is happening around you. Coming to the campus, this is one of the youngest university in the country, and mostly in Scandinavia and also in the country. And this is backed by one of the top brand of the country of the world. I mean, when you talk of Tata, Birla, everybody recognizes. So you are in the hand of a very, very powerful brand, not only the commercial brand, but it is the brand which conveys beyond commercial activity. It conveys the moment you talk of Birla, you recall the contribution of Birla in the freedom struggle of this country. So you are not only groomed here to become managers to earn money, but you must have scientists said by Dr. Naik that you must have compulsion, you must have that sort of ethics, equity, you must have respect to the elders, you must be ready to help the poor people, this, differently abled people. So these values you must learn during these 2 years, and you must translate it to the action when you leave the college. And this college has all the facilities, what is required for the students. And if you want anything more, if you feel that this is lacking, whether it is academics or in extracurricular activity, you can always be free to tell us that we want this facility. So we'll be trying our best to provide you that. This is a growing university, and the future of the university belongs to you people. And recently we had the alumni meet. We thought that the students may come or may not come, but the large number of students who joined both offline and online, and they were so emotional, while recalling their stay here. I was surprised. So this emotional attachment to your university will continue for your entire life, and you must feel that I have also contributed a lot to this university. So with these few words, I wish you all the best. Please take care of your studies. Please take care of your health. Please take care of whatever you feel that is good for you. You are also a partner in administration of this university. The food you eat on the mess will be the menu will be selected by you. You are preparing, you are contributing the food, you will select the menu. You will also be responsible if there is a bad food, if there is a wastage of food, because it is your money, you have to take care of it. Like that, if you are using the gym, you are the owner of the gym, you are also accountable for the maintenance of the gym, also accountable for taking the gym seriously, because study and your health both will go simultaneously. You all study, no health, you can't face the world. So with these few things, I wish you all the best. Please have a time to remember throughout your life, and God bless you all so that you do very good things in your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to introduce today's guest of honor, Mr. Ranjit Sinha, former head GSC India Site Support and University Relationship Program, Edison India Global Services. Mr. Sinha has more than 25 years of experience in working in various capacities in different organizations. He is the former head of GSC India Site Support and University Relationship Program, Edison India Global Services, more than 11 years. He served as Vice President IBM India for 9 years, as General Manager Cresco Technology Private Limited for 3 years, and Assistant General Manager at Data Maintenance Global Services Limited for 5 years. His interest includes various social and educational activities, like he is a member in Chhatra Yuva Sangharsh Vaini, an organization involved in upliftment of poor people, cleanliness drive in the city, hospital awareness program in the society. He is also associated as an industry specialist with KIT University Bhubaneswar, JP Institute of Information Technology Noida, and Modi University of Science and Technology Rajasthan. Sir, I request you to say a few words to the new batch.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Moscow. Good morning. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Mathur, our Chief Guest, Mr. Prakash, Dean of Business School, Mr. Professor Nayak, the staff, Professor Das, Dean of all the streams who are here, the faculty members, respected parents, and dear students. This is a privilege for me to be standing here and interacting with all of you, the students who are joining their research for the management in this college, in this university. It's the first time I'm here. I've worked with Mr. Professor Mathur for quite some time in various programs which I was driving from my organization, Ericsson, and the past 2000. So just to correct, it's not a 35 years. I have spent 38 years in the industry, and now I've recently retired from Ericsson. So I'm a retired person. That's the reason I'm a former this India Head and University Program. Let me introduce that I'm a techno, and I'm a technical guy. I'm not an HR person, by the way. So 28 years I've spent doing the technical work, which was the different technology, programming, and so on and so forth. But and why I'm saying this in my background, because probably I would like to touch on or link to what you should thought about for your future. So 28 years after doing all the technology work, I thought I'd like to do something different. So when I joined Ericsson, I took a different role after that. It was in the tactical planning, strategy, implementing different programs. And one of the area which has been handed over to me, not as being a HR person, was the investor, which was very important for me. And I was, academia was very close to my heart because in IBM also I used to drive the investor programs in India. Why that was so that I'm so passionate about the academia? Because when we used to go to the academia for hiring this graduate, one thing which I found in most of the time when we brought the graduates to the industry, and then the industry started, the business started utilizing them into the projects, they used to come back and say that there's a lot of gaps between what the students have learned in academia versus what the industry expects from them. And I used to challenge them. I said, how can you use this so? Because they have been taught what they were supposed to be as per the curriculum, as per the subject which is being taught. But when you say that there is a gap, what do you mean by that? They said, yeah, they have a very good theoretical knowledge, but when it comes to implementation, there is some challenges. There is some challenges. I said, okay. So you are all the experts, seniors, go ahead and train them. Give them the chance to really see that how to implement their theoretical knowledge, which they have been taught. They're very strong enough, being taught in the universities. So let them implement it. But at the same time, you know that how the technology started changing, how the industry started changing in the terms of the fast movement towards the end solutions to the customer. The customer were expecting that, right? They said, okay, put your skin in the game. Go and join the academia from the industry side and drive this in a collaborative model. And give them the ideas while they are in the campus, that what are the things they should look at beyond their theoretical knowledge or understanding, which is being very well taught by the faculty, by the respectable professors in the colleges. Let them understand what you expect so that they can prepare themselves before joining the industry. And this has worked very, very well. And that's what the program I used to drive, right? Making so that whichever industry, whichever the academia, whichever the universities we are connected with, we are giving them the enough input, not just to the management, to the fact that they to the students directly, and work with them, give them the chance to learn those technology areas, so that when they come to the industry, they are totally different from the rest of the graduates who are coming from the other institutions, right? But of course, an industry like IBM or Ericsson is not going to take care of 700 colleges or 800 colleges or universities, technical management, and so on and so forth. So we went ahead, being a part of the NASCOM team in NCR, in Noida. I'm based out of Noida, and presented to the DPIOs, we presented to the Vice Chancellor of the Central University that they should start thinking in a different line altogether, because the students have to have a better interaction with the industry. And there was some change what we can see in the latest education policy which is coming up now, where it is now talking about going for a 6 months or 4 months of internship with the industry, making mandatory as a part of it. So that's helping them to really interact and understand the concept, what the industry is expecting from it. Now, coming back to what Professor Nayak has talked about, very, very well articulated, the 4A and the 6E. These are going to be your mantra for your success in the future. Because this is something which is going to help you to build your career for the future. Not running after something which is like called as big build stuff, which we said it, okay, when you look at something, looks like it's water, but it's not actually. You know, you keep on running behind that. Instead of that, you develop your capabilities, you develop your knowledge, which is going to help you for building up your future in the long run, not in the short run. And that's very, very important. So these two things which he has talked about, keep it in your mind, because this is something what we in the industry expect from the young generation which is coming and bringing the change in the industry. Today, the success of the industry is depending on the young generation, the young crowd which is coming in the bottom of the pyramid. They are the backbone. Believe me or not. I am being myself as the delivery manager. I know that how much is the support and the help we used to get it from the young generation rather than somebody who is now not 10 years or 15 years. Because it is difficult for them to come to the new areas, new technology area, which is very easy for you guys to adopt today. Because you are very giant, you are very adaptive, right? So that's going to be a very important aspect which you have to keep it in mind. It is going to help you. And as he said, what you want to achieve at the end of the year, end of the tunnel, he said happiness, satisfaction, which is going to really play an important role. Because today nobody wants to see people the way we used to work 14 hours, 18 hours, sometimes 3-4 days continuously. No. Today everybody wants to be a smart worker. You have to be a smart worker. You do your job in very short period of time and utilize your rest of the time to develop your skills, your knowledge, which is going to help you for the future. It's extremely important for you to look at. Another thing, you being the management, the students. Typically, what I have seen from the B schools in the past when I interacted, not that too many interaction I had with the B schools, because it's a telecom company, which was technology-driven company. But yes, I had a chance to interact with the B schools students when I was in the game. And those days, what I used to see that I'm a MBA in marketing, so I understand how I'm going to do my marketing or sales part of it. But that is not enough in today's world. Use technology as an integral part of your specialization in your management. Whether you are marketing, HR, operations, strategy, whatever you are going to do it, use the technology extensively to become the smart management guy. And when I say technology, use analytics, use artificial intelligence, which is available. And today it has to be integrated with the management degree. It is not different from if you are not going to put together, right? So there's something which is going to really help. The other thing which I'm sure Professor Nakul, in my previous assignment when I was working with him, he was the backbone or the program we have driven in some of the universities. He was the brainchild behind this. He brought some concept of the industry electives or industry specialized program in the university, which was helping the students to really understand the things different from what is the typical syllabus you have. So you have to, so I'm sure that he's going to bring those concepts here in the university campus here and get you benefited with those type of programs. Please participate. Don't just look at that as Professor Naik said, you are coming here to just get a degree of management. That's not should be your objective. Your objective is that you are going to have all-round development. When you are going to go out from the campus, you are going to be different from others. Others, these schools, even technology schools, because you have developed your concept, your knowledge, your competence in a completely different way, not the way typically these school graduates they learn while being in the university. So this was some of thoughts which I had in mind. But let me just give you one example when Dr. Naik was talking about ups and downs in the industry and how the industry evolved over the period. IBM had a very bad time in 1992. Have you heard a book called Who Said Elephants Cannot Dance? 92, it was almost practically the bankruptcy for IBM. IBM could have completely gone from the market. But this gentleman who joined as a CEO, he said, I still can turn around this organization. And I got a chance to be in so much in US, in IBM office. And I was in the same hotel where the first meeting he had with his marketing and sales folks. And then he changed his complete strategy by giving the accountability responsibility to the employees, the team, which he was getting at that time. And just 5 years down the line, the whole story has changed. IBM survived, and today it's surviving. It's one of the companies in IT industry which has existence more than 100 years. There are very few companies like this more than 100 years. Okay. So that is what is important. Ericsson is one of the companies in the telecom industry which survived more than 100 years. You know that when we came to India, when Ericsson came to India, it was 1903. They started and they continue to be in India. Their presence, they are continuing to be in India and giving the telecom services. Why? Because there was an immense force behind them, young crowd, young generation, to whom they have given them the responsibility and accountability to drive the organization to the next level. So you are the one who is going to be the key for success of the organization, and for that you have to prepare yourself well to be the key leader or key manager. I will not say manager typically, because manager are the ones who are actually getting the work done. Look at yourself as a leader who is going to drive the organization to the next level of competence and next level of excellence. Before I close, I was just reading a blog of Ericsson Managing Director, Ericsson India Managing Director, Mr. Mitale, yesterday only, and I thought I would share with you. And he wrote in his speaker blog there, and you saw that when birds are flying in the sky, they are always in the flying together, they are always traveling in the and you don't know that what is it and how I get flying in the insect. Let me explain the bird which is on the bottom. That bird is the one who is actually driving this group towards the right direction. Using the natural GPS. So they're going from one place to another, and it's miles of area which distance they cover. And the bird is giving the direction. Also, when doing the wings, it is creating a waves which is helping the rest of the birds to fly in a comfortable way. That is one part. So that's how they form the whole group, and they are helping each other. The second thing which he has talked about is that they keep on changing their positions. So that leader goes to the rules, and then somebody else comes as a leader and drives that. That's what is actually making difference. It's a teamwork. It's a leadership which you should not be looking at that I'm the leader and I'm going to be forever for the leader. You have to see that how you build your organization and take this whole distance or travel this whole distance without knowing the problem. So think of those lines and take your career forward. So I will say all the best. Your joint institution is going to help you to build your first level of your competence, which is going to get you into the corporate world, but subsequently use all your interaction with your friends, with your professors, learning from the industry during these 2 years of program in the campus, and which is going to help you to build your future career 5 years, 10 years down the line. So all the best, and come out to the flying pillar in 2 years on. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's my honor and to introduce our chief guest, Shri Kamal Prakashji, Director, J Group of Companies. Mr. Prakash has been holding different significant positions in the organization over these years. He has been instrumental in various national and international mergers organization engaged in manufacturing and international trade, representing a large number of overseas and Indian companies for marketing their technologies and equipments globally and turnkey project execution. He is a life member in many clubs and societies like Bengal Rowing Club, Agri Horticultural Society of India, life member and vice president Bengal Road Society. He is also on the board of many organizations like Aluminium Association of India, Calcutta Chamber of Commerce, CII, Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Indo-German Chamber of Commerce, Indo-Italian Chamber of Commerce. His hobbies include gardening, reading, writing, traveling, music, sports, philanthropic activities, and he takes special interest in education and healthcare, specifically mental health. He is serving as president at Antara, an institution for mentally challenged and underprivileged section of society. Antara is the largest NGO initiative in India in the field of mental health, established in 1971. He is a founder and core committee member of Dakshini Prayas, an organization engaged in upliftment of poor children's education, healthcare, and self-reliance, doing exemplary work since 1994. He is also associated with NGO Chaya, which cares for animals and manages animal shelters in Eastern India. So may I request you to give the commencement day address. Please.
Thank you. Thank you for the generous introduction. Professor Mathur, the class, Mr. Sarah, and fellow students, because I also call myself a student and I'll always remain a student. I learned quite a few things from my previous speakers, which I've taken notes on. Academically, I should be the least qualified to speak here. But having given the opportunity, I said I should take it, and I'll share a few thoughts based on my experience, observation with my travels to more than 100 countries and working with humanity across the world. My talk, I'll stick to some very basics in life because I feel that they will act as the guide and pivot to all of us for the rest of our lives. And we should always be reminded of these very basics as humans, what we are supposed to be. And I would begin by asking you all, essentially the students to the MBA program, that why have you chosen to do this program? What is the purpose behind it? I would say that maybe I'll try to answer for most of you that possibly you are looking at a well-paying career so that you can have the economic freedom, you can take care of your families, your loved ones, your communities. Primarily all of us, when I was young and I also did a BA, I think I had the same thought, But I think that today all of you have this opportunity to think beyond, you have to think much beyond yourself. This is very important. And then I think what I understand, we have only one life. People may talk about afterlife, next life, and all, but I think the present is the only life which we have. And it is very important for us to understand very basically what are we seeking from life. And I think that if we are mindful and if we are observant, you will see there is only one thing which we seek from life is happiness. Every human activity is guided towards seeking happiness. Somebody may call it satisfaction or whatever it is, but it is eventually happiness. I'm thirsty, I drink water. I'm hungry, I eat food. I get admitted here in VGU for MBA program, I'm happy. I pass, I get a job, I'm happy. every single activity you think is towards seeking happiness. And having to realize that what kind of happiness? If you hear me and go happy, or you had a good food or a good conversation, or you watched a movie, you are happy, or whatever it is, but what it is leading to, it is giving us a very short-term happiness. It is as we call it, as a momentary happiness. And what I'm telling you, this is nothing which I have done it. This is from a school happiness program. I'm trying to share with you all because that's how I learned it at this age. So are we only happy with momentary happiness, which gives us a short-term happiness, or we are seeking something more than momentary happiness? So the next level of happiness comes is, you are here, you will make friends, you will build relationship with your professors. So you have family, you will have friends, girlfriend, boyfriend, you will get married, you will have children. So they will be all giving you a much longer term happiness. But none of us are going to be there forever. You will have friends who will be there for a few years. You will have siblings or relationships who will be with you for a few years or few decades, then they will be gone. So we call this as a deeper happiness, it is defined as a deeper happiness, but are we still happy with this deeper happiness? Or we are looking something beyond, something which will keep us happy for all times to come. And that is what it is defined in this course, is that I'm only replicating what I have heard. So this is no review not from me, this is the Delhi School Happiness Curriculum from where I picked it up. So this is called sustainable happiness. A sustainable happiness will sustain with us through our lives. And that will only come from two things. One is from learning and behavioral change. When you implement these learnings in your life, you bring about these behavioral changes, then you have this sustainable happiness. So my request to all the students here, that you have to broaden your horizon. You have to look beyond just making a career. I mean, this is your chance. If you have realized this, that we have to be, this program is only a stepping stone or a means to get you sustainable happiness, to lead a more purposeful or meaningful life. And if you become, mindful or conscious of this fact and take your education here and around, apply the learning, I think you are going to be happy throughout your life. Now coming to sustainable happiness and behavioral changes, it is also important to adjust our view to life a little bit. What is it about? And this adjustment will only come with mindful observation, conscious observation of things around us, because most of the time we are just taking things for granted, and that is how it is important for us to understand our significance, who we are. I mean, if we do go by some numbers, the world population is getting close to almost 8 billion people, and we have almost about 80 billion other living species on the planet, which are not human. And this planet is part of a cosmos, a galaxy where billions of planets like tiny Earth are there. The evolution of humanity on this planet has taken billions of years. And what is our lifespan? 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years. So how insignificant we are. You know, we need to have this realization that we are absolutely insignificant. You know, and on the other hand, we also need to understand that we cannot exist without other living beings on this planet. Be it sunlight, be it air, be it water, be it animals, be it insects, be it fungi, be it bacteria. They all play a role in our life, in our being, our being. So we need to, we are all part of this big ecosystem called nature, and we need to respect. We need to respect all the stakeholders of this nature. That is one fundamental, principle we have to have in mind. Now, today, what is the biggest crisis this planet is facing? You know, we are facing the climate change. I think everybody reads in the paper and they are full of climate change. And why do we need for climate change? Obviously, we have lived this life disregarding the law of nature. We have not been mindful. You know? And today, I think those, if you want to know the statistics, we humans are emitting 42 billion tons equivalent of CO2 emission every year in the atmosphere. And this is a closed loop atmosphere. This is not going away. This is all staying 42 billion tons year after year in this atmosphere. And I think now the whole developed countries, developing countries, they are doing their bit. How do we reduce this emission and eventually reverse this emission? So they say by 2050 we should be able to reverse it if all the actions which are taken now is sustained and is done that. I think few days back there was a newspaper article saying that Indians have 5 years less life expectancy just because of their pollution alone, you know. And when we go to our villages or towns, you know, the other kind of pollutions which we see, I don't know how they are impacting the life and quality of life. So the point that I'm trying to drive is that we need to respect everything in and around us. Only by doing that, then only we can sustain, others will sustain. And this we need to be very mindful. And the other thing which I have experienced is to live a life of gratitude. We have to be grateful for everything what we have, whether pleasant or unpleasant. I have realized it now. You all can realize much of it and be benefited. I mean, here I would like to quote, I mean, when I'm into trouble also, I try to remind myself by the German philosopher Nietzsche. He said that if it does not destroy you, it makes you stronger, you know. So take every situation in life with grace, with gratitude, and you will see that the life will become richer. You will be able to sail through life in a much better way than what it was before. And we have to accept the law of nature. You know, this morning only I was discussing with Professor Mato. There is no existence of life without death. We have to be always mindful of this fact. and we have to respect this. Then the other experience that I would like to share is that I come from a joint family. You know, and once I happened to meet a saint and I was having an intimate conversation with him, I asked him, what is your advice? I come from a joint family. How I should be living my life as a joint family? And he answered to me in sentence. He said, first look at the good of the other family members. And this I have experienced. It is not just for the family. It is for any bilateral relationship. That if you look at the good of the others, your good is bound to happen. So always look at the good or welfare of others wherever you are, whatever you do. You will get the desired outcome. And then one thing which I have realized from my study for Vedanta, and which is, in fact, when I did my BA, we had one semester, one course of logic. I don't know whether you are teaching logic here, sir, but I think you should, you know. So it says that every cause has an effect and every effect has a cause. So we don't have to believe anything. You look around, this is the only principle which sustains the life on this planet. You know, so always believe in, and in fact, I mean, those who follow, religion or who have read, I mean, this is the core foundation, this is the foundation of Vedanta. Vedanta is the core of Sanatana Dharma, you know, and you would be very proud of this heritage, that how scientific or logical was this religion. You know, Professor Das spoke about Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, you know, and they carry the significance, you know. But eventually the core is this logic. So I mean, don't accept anything just like that. Always look at cause and action, cause and effect, and you will not go wrong. It will be much easier for you to understand. And then there are few, as a human, we are born as a human. There are certain basic traits of humanity. Unfortunately, we seem to be losing out. I don't want any of you to be losing those traits where we are supposed to be curious, we are supposed to be honest, we should be speaking for the truth, we should be hardworking, we have to be kind, we have to be respectful. Please, these things have to be always, they cannot be compromised. Be mindful of this, you know, to be called a human. You know, unfortunately, we are losing out on that, but don't dilute these human traits. So just to conclude, I will come back to my opening statement. And I started with purpose and then went into the happiness. So we as human needs to ensure that we live a life of mindfulness or conscious living, preserve and practice all human traits, respect every living being, and lead a life of gratitude for what we have and what we are. See our own good in the good of others. Our life is only governed by one principle, that is cause action. Every action has a cause, and every cause will have an action. By embracing and practicing these, no matter which profession you follow, either be a doctor or a manager or a teacher, a cleaner or a server, whosoever we are, we shall be able to attain a sustainable happiness, which will lead to ultimate state, which, I mean, our scriptures, I mean, we talk so much about Gita, we talk about Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, but they all lead to one thing, you know, which is in mukti, freedom, you know, whichever way. I mean, here people, we are looking at doing, I mean, even if you look at an atom, it is always trying to free from the other atoms, you know, even if you go by law of physics, or even if you look at this whole galaxy, one planet is trying to be free from others, you know, that is how we are existing. The same way, once we have attained this, you know, through our knowledge, experience, behavioral changes, we have attained this state, we will attain a state of ultimate, you know, eternal peace. And I think you can try this. I mean, I do try this. You have a good night's sleep, you are in a state of calm, happiness. You will see that time you have more positive thoughts and your ability to perform is enormous. And that is something which you can, by practicing, you can make it permanent in your life. When you follow some of these things on a regular basis. So I wish you all, by studying here, the guidance of all the respected teachers and professors, you will be able to lead a purposeful life, you will remain healthy, happy, and you will be able to contribute to the society the way you are meant to do. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would request Dean Birla School of Management, Professor Parmeshwar Naik, to administer the pledge of honor code to the new students.
Yes, spontaneity. All the students will stand up. And put your hand, right hand. And if you have the piece of paper, please hold it to that hand. Okay. So you have to repeat after I say something. Okay. It is student of MBA, Birla School of Management of Birla Global University. I take the pledge that I will strive to act with honesty and integrity. I will respect the rights and dignity of all people. I will care for others' safety and avoid any kind of verbal and physical violence. I will provide truthful information to the university about personal background. I will not fabricate or plagiarize any information with regard to the curriculum. I will always act in a lawful manner and not participate in any unlawful activity such as ragging, indulging in the consumption of intoxicating substances, etc. I will not seek, receive, or obtain an unfair advantage over other students. I will personally uphold and abide in theory and practice the values, purpose, and rules of the Global University Honor Code. And I will report all significant violations of the BTU Honor Code committed by members of the student community, authority. Thank you.
I take privilege in introducing our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Mathur. Dr. Mathur is an eminent academician and cabinet administrator, having about 46 years of rich experience of postgraduate teaching and research. He was the professor and head, Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, and the Dean, School of Life Sciences at Pondicherry University. He had also been the Vice Chancellor of KIT University, Bhubaneswar, from 2012 to 2017. He is a fellow of National Academy of Medical Sciences, National Academy of Sciences, and Indian Science Congress Association. He has received Ashutosh Mukherjee Memorial Award for 2015-16, Lifetime Achievement Award of ISSRF at AIIMS New Delhi, 2017. Population Council Visiting Scientist Award 1990 and Young Scientist Award of Indian Science Congress Association 1985 for his excellence and contributions to research. May I please request you, sir, to give presidential address. Please, sir.
And I am thankful to all of you to be here today. And a good morning to you all. Before I start, I have disclaimers that I will draw very heavily on the previous speakers as well as other people, those who have provided knowledge to me. It is not my own, but others' ideas. Many of the ideas I have borrowed heavily. And today is a very important day in the life, as you are told, that to 23rd of June, when you are having the 7th commemoration day, as far as the inauguration of your MBA course is concerned. I think that this day will be etched in your memory for a long time, and it is something on 23rd of June. You may connect with the International Olympic Day, which is being celebrated today. And particularly in your Facebooks, you will have a lot of friends who have birthdays. I'm sure a few of you will have birthdays also on today. So you will see that these days now it is all artificial intelligence brings you all these things very easily to our minds. Very relevant things have been told. I really do not know whether you have understood them all, but good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen, respected Chief Speaker, Mr. Kamal, and Sinasa, and Nag Sardin, and Registrar Sir, Dasa, all the distinguished faculty members, the deans, and the newly joined students. And the newly joined students, you are the focus of today's program. And all of us are a little irrelevant today. And today is the day about you. And you have come to this institution leaving the comfort of your homes or discomfort of your homes. I don't know what exactly you have left behind, and to become something in your life. I'm sure you all are excited, and there are few days in human life when one is truly elated. And I think today is one of the days when you feel that you are very happy, and you are getting ready, and you may have a sense of tingling in your stomach, and you would be thinking before coming here what kind of auditorium it would be like, what kind of teachers would be there, what kind of speeches would be given to you, and all that, and how in the new classmates. And there are so many things which you were curious about. Of course, slowly, one after another, things would be known to you, but this is the kind of excitement. And this is the spark within you that makes you feel truly alive today. Today, I'm going to talk about keeping this spark shining, or to put it another way, how to be happy most, if not all the time. Previous speakers have already talked about the happiness. I see the students like you, and when I see a spark in their eyes, and I also feel that this is a young youth which gives the spark. And I can tell you, when I think a newly born child has a great spark, and I have a 7-year-old grandson who has million sparks, and a little toy car, or even a small can or some kind of sound makes him jump on the bed or on the sofa set. And it gives a thrill from creaky swings in the park. A story from his mother gets him excited, and he always does a countdown for his birthday. That's how many days left for his birthday when he will cut his birthday cake. I see the students like you, and I still see some spark in you. But when I see older people, the spark is difficult to find. That means as we age, the spark fades. People whose spark has faded too much are dull, dejected, aimless, and bitter. So how to save the spark? Imagine the spark to be a lamp's flame. The first aspect is nurturing, to give you spark the fuel continuously. The second is to guard against storms. First, you have to provide the fuel, and then to guard against the loss of the light. To nurture always have goals. It's a human nature to strive, improve, and achieve full potential. In fact, that is success.
It is what is possible for you. It isn't any external measure, a certain cost to come to pay package, a particular car or house. They don't give you that kind of happiness. Most of us are from middle class families towards having material landmarks in success, and rightly so. When you have grown up, where money constraints force everyday choices, financial freedom is a big achievement, but it isn't the purpose of life. If that was the case, Mr. Ambani would not show up for the world. Shah Rukh Khan would stay at home and would not do dance anymore. Steve Jobs won't be working hard to make a better iPhone, as he sold so many of the Pixar for billions of dollars already. Why do they do it? What makes them come to work every day? They do it because it makes them happy. They do it because it makes them feel alive. Just getting better from current levels feels good. If you study hard, you can improve your rank. If you make an effort to interact with people, you will do better in interviews. If you practice your cricket, you will get better. You may also know that you cannot become Tendulkar, but you can get the next level of Tendulkar. And this is what next level more is very important for you to look at. Nature designed with a random set of genes and circumstances in which you were born. To be happy, we have to accept it and make the most of nature's design. Goals will help you to do that. I must add that don't just have career or academic goals. Set goals to give you a balanced, successful life. I use the word balance because balance ensures health, relationships, mental peace, and this should be the good order. You must have read some course. Life is tough race. It's a marathon or whatever. From what I have seen so far, life is one of those races in nursery school where you have to run with a lemon in a spoon kept in your mouth. If the lemon falls, there is no point coming first. Same with life, where health and relationships are the lemons, your striving is only worth if it is there in a harmony of your life. Else you may achieve the success, but this spark, this feeling of being excited and alive will start to die. One last thing about the nurturing the spark, don't take life very seriously. One of the yoga teachers used to make students laugh during classes. One student asked why you put all the jokes, and during the yoga practice, the teacher said, don't be serious, be sincere. This quote has defined my work ever since, whether it is publications or my job, my relationships, or any of my goals. I get thousands of opinions of my work. There is heaps of praise, there is intense criticism. If I take all seriously, how will I work? Or rather, how will I live? Life is not to be taken seriously. As we are really temporary here, we are like a prepaid card with limited validity. If we are lucky, we may last under 50 years, and 50 years is just 2,500 weekends. Do we really need to get so worked up? It's okay to enjoy in your institution which you have joined and explore by yourself here. I've told you these things with a reasonable mode, balance, and not taking life too seriously. That will nurture this part. However, there are 4 storms in the life that will threaten to completely put out the flame. And these are disappointment. And this will come when your effort does not give you the expected return. If things don't go as planned, or if you face failure, failure is extremely difficult to handle, but it's a very good teacher. But those that do come out stronger, what did this failure teach me? Is this a question you will need to ask? You will feel miserable, you will want to quit, like many times if suppose some paper is rejected, we feel very bad about it, but it is quite silly. And remember, if you are failing at something, that means you are at your limit of potential, and that is where you want to be. You explore your full potential, and everybody has a potential, just different to each other. The second one is frustration. The second storm. Have you ever been wrongly rated? It happens when things are stuck. It is especially relevant in India or even abroad. From getting the job, somebody else gets the job who deserve it less than you. Sometimes you don't know what is the right goal, but at least you would be extremely happy that the frustration, it really takes away your excitement and turns your initial energy and brings it the negativity in you. Try to read good books and remember, nothing is to be taken seriously. Frustration is a sign somewhere you took very seriously something. The other is unfairness, and this is the hardest to deal with, and many of you would say that this is unfair evaluation or unfair judgment or unfair this and that, but it works out everywhere, and people with connections might be rich dads or beautiful faces, and this is just a plan of luck, but a few opportunities, there are less opportunities, but the long-term correlation between the merit and hard work is very high. Though it looks that the merit and the hard work is not correlated properly, but it is very highly correlated in the long run. Realize there will be some people luckier than you, in fact, to have an opportunity to go to even university and understand the speech what I am delivering today in English means you are pretty damn lucky by any Indian standard. So you should feel very lucky that you are sitting here and you are understanding what I am speaking. Most of people cannot do that. So it is a great strength which you have, and you must accept it. Finally, the isolation is one of the things. As you grow older, you would realize you are unique, and you will have a kind of isolation when you have to. There's always saying that the leader is very isolated. He sits at the top and he's completely isolated. And many times you would feel that you are different from others, and many of the people, those who are very good players or very good singers, they may have to leave the professions and they may have to achieve something different, but this is what the life is all about. And but to give something, to give up something that was very close to your heart should not take your spark away, and never make the compromises of that kind. And there are 4 thunderstorms which I told: disappointment, frustration, unfairness, and isolation, but you cannot avoid that. All of them will be with you. As like the monsoon, they will come into your life at regular intervals, and you just have to wear a raincoat handy or keep the raincoat handy to not let the spark die. I welcome you again to the most wonderful years of your life. If someone gave me to go back or to choose something back in my life, I will surely choose my college life. But I also hope that the 10 years later, as well as your eyes will shine the same way as they do today, that you will keep this spark alive, not only through college, but through the next 2,500 weekends. And I hope not just you, but the whole country will keep the spark alive. And we really need to make you a part of a very, very good experience that you have, and be very happy all the time, make others happy, and keep the spark alive. And I quote Golda Meir: trust yourself, create the kind of self that you will be happy to live with all your life, make the most of yourself by fanning the tiny inner spark of possibility into flawless of the achievement. So you should feel that you are a flawless achievement and you keep your spark alive. With these words, I wish you all the very best in your future career. And as it was told that you cannot plan the future by the past, so some of you might not have performed very well in the past, but it is not any indication of the future. The great future does not require a great past. And there are only two ways to live your life. It as if there is nothing like a miracle, and the other is that you can achieve everything through miracle. The choice is yours, and you become whatever you want to become. And I am very happy, and you will be successful and define success for yourself. List short and long-term goals and train your brain to solution orientation, and never fear failures, and always try and try and try again. Remain a student rest of your life. With these words, I wish you all the best and hope that you will achieve the best, whatever you and your parents have decided. I thank your parents as well, those who have chosen this university for your future studies. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I would request now Honorable Vice Chancellor to felicitate our chief guest, Shri Commencement, by presenting a memento as a token of respect and appreciation. I will now request respected Registrar Professor B.K. Das to felicitate our guest of honor, Shri Ranjit Sinha, by presenting a memento of respect and appreciation. Thank you, sir. I will now request the chairperson PGP, Mr. Archana Chaudhary, to give the vote of thanks.
Distinguished Chief Guest, Sri Kamal Prakash, Director, Jeevanram Shodhar Rai Group, Kolkata. Esteemed Guest of Honor, Sri Ranjit Sinha, former Head GST India Site Support and University Relationship Program, Excel India Global Services, Noida. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P.P. Mathur, Revered Registrar, Professor B.K. Das, respected Dean, School of Management, Professor Parmeshwar Naik, respected deans of all schools, respected faculty colleagues, members of media, parents, and dear MBA students of batch 2024. A very good afternoon and warm welcome to all of you. On behalf of Birla School of Management, it's my honor and privilege to express my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Kamal Prakash, for coming here to grace the Commencement Day program in spite of his busy schedule and delivering such an insightful talk. So thank you for speaking on the basics of life. One should be a good learner and bring behavioral changes for having sustainable happiness in one's lives. One should adjust and adapt to changing environment and learn from the adversaries too. Then only we can be happy and not only survive but thrive in this world. So we are sure that your profound thoughts and invaluable insights will inspire our students. I'm extremely indebted to the guest of honor, Shri Ranjit Sinha. So thank you for pointing out that there is a gap between the academia and what the industry wants. And so you rightly pointed out that the students should be agile, be smart worker, be tech savvy, so that they can reduce the gap between what is being taught and what is being practiced in corporates. We are thankful to you once again for talking about developing leadership skills and aspire to be a leader and not just be a mere follower. I also owe my gratitude to Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor P.P. Mathur for his vision, commitment, and words of wisdom, and without whose support and cooperation, this program cannot be possible. So you inspired us by igniting the spark, and I'm sure all faculty members and admin staff sitting here must have been ignited by seeing the students' bubbly and cheerful faces here. Thank you once again for doing that. I'm also thankful to the registrar, Professor P.K. Das, for his interest, invaluable advice, and guidance in conceptualizing and organizing this program. You rightly said that the students should take maximum advantage and try to extract as many facilities as possible, try to extract knowledge from the faculty members, and be a stakeholder in the university. Thank you, sir. I'm also grateful to Dean School of Management, Professor Parmeshwar Nayak, for giving the welcome address and for administering the pledge of honor code to the students. So you rightly said that tradition is a futile exercise. We should be prepared for the unexpected in today's time, especially this is what the pandemic has taught us. And so you rightly spoke on the importance of 3M, or rather 3 mantras, 3 A's and 3 C's. So 3 C's are character, competency, communication, and compassion, most of all. I'm grateful to all the deans for their active involvement and support. I'm grateful to the parents and guardians for bestowing their trust in us. Thank you so much. And we do expect that we will be able to come up to your expectations. I'm also thankful to the members of media for their wide coverage and for the students for being here and giving a patient care. Organizing this event of this nature requires a lot of hard work, dedication, and unflinching commitment from all. And I sincerely appreciate the support extended to all directly or indirectly involved in the Commencement Day program. Our special thanks to all faculty members and administrative staff for their involvement and making us available with all the resources. A special thanks to Mr. S.M. Mishra and his team for admin support, Mr. C.S. Raju for giving us an auspicious start by conducting puja, Dr. Gyanendra Mishra for providing us with the media support, Professor Subhadeep Das and Mr. Pranav Das for coordinating with the newly admitted students, Mr. Ajay Mohapatra for coordinating with the esteemed guests, Mr. K.F. Pandey for IT support, and last not the least, Professor Satvati Tripathi for being the MC of the program, and all the student volunteers, all the admission team volunteers who came on the stage. So once again, I'd like to conclude by saying, one more quotation by a legendary, and everybody knows him, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So he said, dream is not that you see in the sleep. Dream is something that does not let you sleep. So my dear students, you know when this Mr. Abdul Kalam, who was also known as the missile man and people's president, he loved children and youth very much. So please keep this saying of his in your minds and try to attain the unattainable goals, because the sky is not the limit, your mind is. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you all. We have come to the end of this program. And this is for announcement. We all need to assemble outside the seminar hall for a group photo. And post that, I request all the parents and students to join us for the lunch at the mess, the school mess. Thank you.